There's nothing on you, babe. There's nothing on you. Mm-hmm. Laptop is heating up. You, babe. There's nothing on you. Okay, so I'll completely take the help from the chat GPT for sure. So I'll train the chat to start working with do you remember my idea with orders management that I want to build? So I want to start work on this right now. मस्त पानी नहीं काही नहीं काही नहीं. There's nothing on you, babe. Mm, अपने को बस बेसिक एलएलडी चाहिए जिससे हम काम चालू कर वी कैन स्टार्ट वर्क. Design the basic LLD today and suggest and the most important thing here will be to establish a connection with multiple email accounts of user, which will be our primary data source. So I'll quickly design some things. So nothing on you, babe. So basic goal is to have da, 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 da. In this one we want to show orders, multiple orders like this, like this. So multiple orders will have like, I'll tell you what. Okay, so this is nothing but the orders management. So this is nothing but, why my handwriting is so big in this one? So this is nothing but orders management. So this is very good idea that I want to show it to you. You might not be clear about this. So this is orders management, and how I want to do this is like I'll show you. Okay, so in this order will contain few things. I want to fetch like the problems that I want to solve. I'll list down the problems that I think. So there's nothing on you, babe. There's nothing on you, babe. Okay, so I'll list down the problems with a different color. So problems to solve. Okay, problems to solve. Okay, so the first problem is like we are ordering from multiple websites. So we are ordering from multiple websites and it is creating a mess of multiple orders. So organize the mess created by ordering through multiple websites. So it comes down to like it comes down to like the problems, like it is basically the OTP management, the orders management. I don't think the screen is able to see this. I'll work on the. Can this my chat see? Yeah, it can. So I have to write in this area only so that the audience over here also can see it, right? So the problems are like I'll write it using the text. Okay, so no, not here, not here, not here. First I'll need first I no 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 where is eraser? Yeah, so I'll write it very neatly. Okay, so problems to solve. Okay, so first multiple organize organize multiple orders from different websites. Okay, so let me write it very neatly. Then then there is like uh, users don't users are unable to track orders from different local websites that they have placed, and that is the core issue. Okay, users are unable to track orders from different local websites that they have placed. So as a solution we need uh, one place to list all the orders, plus whenever the delivery guy comes, okay, so mm, one place to see all the orders, one place to track all the orders, uh, one place to track all the orders, OTPs, delivery dates, okay, so that user can know when to be at home. Then most importantly, the return. Most of the time people just keep returning orders, so people don't know how to return an order, or just skips the hectic process and so place to track returns and refunds. What else? So I'll give this to ChatGPT, that these are some problems that just came to my mind which I want to solve. Basically, copy image, New York. Personal order inbox is a much more explanatory name to place it here. So I'm not sure about the name, but for now this looks fine. Okay, so yeah, personal order inbox looks fine over here. Okay, personal order inbox. So the main issue is here is to what is the source of truth that we want. So source of truth will be email multiple email accounts. Okay, so multiple email accounts is the source, because there is no way to connect SMS on iPhones, so email is the one that we can use it for now. So uh, so what does it mean? It means like uh, user can have multiple accounts, maybe Gmail 1, Gmail 2, and then maybe one Outlook account. So user can have this. Okay, so basically we have to like create our entities in such a way. So here I'll write entities. Okay, so we'll write entities here, and within this entities, first entity will be of user, that's for sure. And what will this user have? Can my vertical audience see this? Yeah, so vertical audience, I'll, if good luck mate, I'm doing the same. Yeah, thanks brother. Ankit Roy, thanks brother. All the best to you as well. I can see a good uh, I can see good value for this one. And I'm learning Java and Springboot, LLD, HLD. So this will be the best example, I thought so, to implement whatever I'm learning here. So user entity will for sure have multiple, a list of Gmail account, a list of emails. Uh, List of emails. Okay, that's for sure it will have. And from that, so list of emails, I'm not sure, should we directly connect a list of emails? Yeah, we have to connect multiple list of emails. What else can we have for the user? See, in this one I have to show uh, the things, I'll write it here on that I have to show is like for example, order is from Amazon. If the order is, I want to show for example, order is from Amazon, and then maybe delivery date, delivery date to show here, which is for example 1/1/26. So maybe we'll take some future date, 27/04 uh, 26. Fuck, this is already 26. Okay, so this will be like delivery date in this one. And then what information do I have to, status for sure, yeah, status. So it will be like Status is like mm, dispatched. So we can't have a particular this status. It should be fetched from OTP paid or unpaid. Yeah, OTP paid or un no, paid or unpaid. Why we need OTP. That's the main goal, because I faced issues while uh, OTP and 7, and here we'll give some copy button. Okay, so this OTP paid or unpaid. Why paid or unpaid? I didn't understand. So here will be option to like copy this एक छोटा सा. Okay, so these many things are enough, I guess. Let me think again. What problems do I face while because see, I noticed this because I order from multiple times. I'm ordering from Instagram nowadays, like all the clothes, shoes, everything. I'm ordering from different Instagram ads, and those Instagram ads are nothing but the Shopify kind of thing, or small businesses or something. So they share email. Uh, is the order already paid or COD? Yeah, we can have that. Paid or COD, but I want to keep on the mobile front as minimalistic as possible. um, on this year I want to, this is going to be the MVP one. I have to create it like the minimum possible things I have to show, because the important things here will be to establish connection with the Gmail, get the data, connect with the user, and create some scripts which will like read those emails, because all the emails will be of different types, different format. Every company will have their own statuses or something, so that will be there. So keeping, think of a scenario if you aren't at home and you and your family have the same access, something like that. Oh. Mm. You have a good point, but it's like extending the low level design limit. It's for the user who has ordered. He should know what all things to track. So the company delivery date is enough. Status is okay when it will be delivered, and OTP. So delivery date is what I don't want to show this delivery date as what mentioned by the uh, this. So I want to show all the orders that are arriving today in some box, so user will only know orders arriving today. So uh, this will be like orders arriving today. This much I have to build. Okay, I don't want to build lot many things and all, because the mobile development I have to keep as simple as possible. There will be no extra details like click on this, no, only one page um, where it will be shown, and user, an option for user to connect multiple. Your point is right, Ankit, but I want to keep the scope as minimal as possible. So this is okay, and then list of users. Okay, so we'll need one more entity that I can think of here is like order. So we have to build order. So what will this order have? This order will have uh, website name, or what is the, yeah, just keep the infrastructure in place, you can add later. Yeah, that's the whole point. Because see, important thing that I need to consider is that I'm lazy. And if I do multiple things at one point, focus on multiple things, I'll lose interest. So keeping my own interest intact, I have to keep it as easy as possible in the beginning. Order will, उसको क्या बोल सकते हैं, the company website from where we are ordering. So maybe website delivery, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, the company who is delivering deliverable, अच्छा शब्द क्या है उसके लिए, what it is, what's a company or a website can be called who delivers some product to consumer, direct to consumer, भाई D2C V2C नहीं भाई, retailer name, yeah, retailer would be a good name. Sorry for my English. So retailer name, okay. What retailer name, then status or current status, more elaborative, current status, okay. And am I missing something, Ankit? Merchant could be a good name. Retailer is too much. Merchant, yeah. Thank you for that. I'll write merchant over here. Merchant, and what else? Current status is fine. Okay, current status. Then delivery date, expected delivery date, and actual delivery date. I can have that, and I can have a service to calculate this. So I can write expected delivery date, and because I know the calculation will come actual delivery date, okay. And what else? OTP to yaar will be there. Some we need to keep this OTP as some hidden field or more secure field, because I know iOS application doesn't allow to show this. My application submission will be rejected in the first submission, so I have to find how OTP can be shared, because OTP is a personal data, although it's temporary, but yeah, it's personal. Then da 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 da, yeah, not many things actually we need here. Merchant, current status, expected delivery date, OTP, and as you said, paid unpaid, we can mention it in here, order. So paid is paid, we'll figure out if we want to use it somewhere. Thank you for this is paid. What else can we have? Let me see, what else can we have? It's paid, and yeah, it will solve the problem, no? People who don't know return order, हाँ, रिटर्न रिफंड वगैरह भी चाहिए अपने को. सो करंट स्टेटस में ही आ जाएगा इज रिटर्न, है ना? Do do we need is refund something here, so I'll write it in different color. So is refunded. Do we need this field in case any order is return mark for return or something? नहीं, इसमें तो नहीं लगेगा. Yeah, so we'll keep it in a dangling field in case if we need, because I want to have this refund also, because this is a major problem that I personally felt. So because sometimes these companies like scam, bro. These companies, whenever we return a product, they take our item and they never refund our money to our accounts. I have noticed, even Amazon does this thing. Whenever you place return, sometimes Amazon never comes. So in the current status, we'll mark this and we'll have a service to maintain this. सो इज़ रिफंडेड सेपरेटली तो अभी कोई पॉइंट नहीं है, इसमें ही ऐड कर देंगे हम. सो ठीक है. सो दूसरा एंटिटी जो हमें लग रहा है, विच इज़, आई विल कीप सम स्पेस ओवर हियर. सो विच इज़ order entity. So one user will have multiple, and one user will have like multiple orders. Shit. List of one user will have a list of orders, and that list will be shown in the app. That is the simplest use case. Okay. So एक लड़की भीगी भागी. अभी ये ChatGPT को देते कि बोलते हमने इतना दिमाग लगाया, अब तू बता इसमें क्या सही क्या गलत और क्या हमें आगे करना है. So ये हम देते हैं ChatGPT को. I hope mix of languages is fine with the people. See, this is what I have thought of. Let me know if I'm missing out on something here, and also be aware that I need to keep the scope as low as possible. Thank you, Ankit, for helping here. Clean, I'm glad. Keep low this difference shipping and dreaming. Let's refine multiple mailboxes, orders, and your order fields. So we'll need an email entity as well, that I wrote it here but I didn't mention it in here. So this email is another entity, email, or maybe we can call it as account. Okay, source account, we'll call it source account. The third entity will be source account. ठीक है. So merchant current and your order fields OTP is paid refunded. This is already 70% correct for MBA. What you are missing is update order from new email. Without this you cannot. Yeah, source message ID. So the screenshot didn't have another entity that I planned, which is source account, and a user may have a user will have a list of source account. So what it said, analytics, what not to add now. Yeah, a minimum model order या क्रिएटेड एड अपडेटेड एड वो तो हम टाइम पे ही ऐड कर देंगे, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. मिसल जिम ला, अरे यार जिम भी जाना था, कोई ना, जिम शाम में चले जाएंगे. रिटर्न विंडो डेट एंड, हाँ यार दिस इज़ अ गुड पॉइंट ना. रिटर्न विंडो डेट एंड, दिस वी शुड हैव. So we'll have, I need it in white, we'll have return window date and date. ओके, रिटर्न विंडो एंड डेट होगा उसमें. क्या मस्त लगता है एक्सेल ड्रॉ पे लिखने में. It's nullable, yeah, OTP code nullable, its paid is created at. And then how do you update the order when 5 different emails come for it? You must match emails using order reference ID. Yeah, ID to will be there. No, no cap order will be. This order ID will be there, and that ID will be maintained somewhat from this. No automation, though, no reminder, just detection display. Yeah, manual sync button. No, 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 bro. We need a cron job here. We'll think of a cron job later. Yes, is the missing piece, and your user list source relationship exactly what you want for multi email support. To keep scope low, define source account as purely email connection metadata plus sync cursor, not orders, not parsing rules. So source account ID, user ID, foreign key, yeah, provider, yeah, email address, status, access token encrypted, option refresh token encrypted, token expiry. Yeah, that तो वो Gmail whatever connection we establish that they will give us. Okay. ये मेरे शॉर्ट इस पे नहीं दिख रहा ना, अगर मैं इसको ऐसे करूँ तो शायद दिखेगा. ए पापा, sync emails directly extract. Yeah, now entities to will draw, there's no problem. The first piece that I want to let's define the APIs that we'll need, so that will ease our task much. Okay, so the list of APIs that we want, I can write it over here. So I'll write list of APIs that we need. We'll need orders slash किसमें लिखते हैं भाई ये user id based orders, not all orders but the user id based orders. We need to pass the user id and then there will be list of orders. That's the one API that we need. Then the to show in the app, okay, but there will be like other APIs, and in this one like orders, then user slash detail should be order slash user id will be orders. Then user details, ये तो main application के लिए हो गया, and then there will be like OAuth on everything will be separate, so we'll keep OAuth will be there, which will help us log in, log out. So okay, we have to give only one email account to log in with, and then connect multiple accounts. So this is like a problem. Login with one account, but can log in with one email, but can connect multiple emails. Okay, and then login log out, that is there. We are not going to give manual addition of the order, so that is not there in the scope. So list of APIs is simple. So the cool part is I recently I haven't created any Springboot application, so my journey will start from there. No worries. So the first piece of the puzzle that I want to solve here is to establish or connect email accounts so that I can fetch the required email data and scrape the required information from there. But is it really possible? That is the point here. Yes, it is absolutely possible to connect users email account and fetch emails to extract orders info, but there are real world constraints you should design around, especially if you want this to become a public product. What's possible via OAuth plus Gmail API. You can fetch subject, sender, date, body if you request the right scope, labels, threads, attachment, metadata and files if needed. Outlook 365, this the catch, what can block you? Google OAuth verification and sensitive scopes. If you make this public app, other people log in Google may require verification depending on scopes. If you only read metadata header subject from, it's easier. If you read email body, it can become more strict because it's very sensitive data. That is the problem here. This doesn't mean impossible, it means you must plan the scopes plus rollout. Scraping is wrong word. You won't scrape like a website crawler. You will read emails via official APIs and parse content that's cleaner and more allowed. Not all emails are pass friendly. Amazon emails differ, so you'll need rules, templates, merchant, yeah, base low scope personal internal MVP, fastest create what app in Google Cloud, keep it in testing mode, add yourself as a test user, connect your Gmail, fetch emails and parse, no major verification pain for MVP. Phase 2 small private beta, still manageable, add 10 to 50 trusted testers as test users, still in testing mode, limits apply, public launch. uh, there's one more question. Can can as this is going to be a mobile application, and is it possible that I get the data from mobile and keep it on the mobile itself and no need to store or call other APIs like reading the message on Android could be a better way. Yes, mobile first MVP, you can keep data entirely on the device and avoid your own backend at the start, but there's a big distinction. Reading SMS Android doable with restriction, reading Gmail email inbox directly from Android not really doable anymore in reliable allowed DP. So if your better way means SMS OTP reading, it's the best on device path. If it means reading email inbox without APIs, that won't work. Yeah. Email on device, why it's not a clean position. Android doesn't expose universal read all emails from Gmail permission. Gmail is not a system inbox provider like some emails may have content providers but not standardized. SMS on devices, and it's powerful if your goal is include OTP delivery updates, courier message, return, refund, SMS. Then Android SMS reading is a legit MVP direction. Options: read SMS inbox needs permission. You parse messages and extract OTPs, AWP numbers, delivered messages, return, refund, store locally in SQLite room, fully offline possible. But Google Play is strict about SMS permission. If you publish widely, you may face policy review for personal MVP testing. It's fine. SMS retriever API lets you retrieve Android Pay possible. I know that I have tried this, but not on the iPhone. SMS retriever API, no read SMS, lets you retrieve a specific OTP SMS that contains your app signature, no SMS permission. Only works for OTP sent in a specific format, usually for your own login OTP, not for Amazon Flipkart messages. So track all order OTPs, you typically need read SMS. Base low scope MVP approach, mobile only, no backend. MVP is equal to OTP plus delivery SMS organizer. Read SMSs, detect OTP delivered, out for delivery, रिटर्न रिफंड. ऐसे ही करते यार, मतलब एंड्रॉयड के लिए बना लेते. इफ़ इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल ऑन iOS, फक iOS देन. ये जीमेल ईमेल वाला फंडा, वी ओनली नीड इट फॉर दी iPhone because those motherfuckers don't allow us because it's a single iOS is not a multitasking operating system, hence we can't go back and read SMS and then get the data. It's not possible over there. They call it security, but it's not possible over there. uh, okay, for email, okay, email wala let's keep for now. Let's build it using SMS that I had thought earlier as well. uh, if we keep this scope limited to SMS only, because that's the best way. But does iOS support that? First question, does iOS support that? And what kind of backend will I need here? iOS support for SMS only tracking if you're real all SMS like Android. No, iOS doesn't allow it. Apple does not provide an API to read user SMS inbox for privacy reason. Autofill OTP for your own login flows. Why OTP suggestion message filter extension spam filtering can classify incoming SMS, but it's not meant to be fully read inbox. Plus build your own database product and it's limited in what you can access to or display. So SMS only order tracking is Android first. On iOS it won't work. Or track all OTPs delivery messages app. Yeah. सो ईमेल वाला फंडा हम iOS के लिए करेंगे फ्यूचर में. अभी SMS के लिए रखेंगे. ऑप्शन है एंड्रॉयड ओनली. You can build with no backend initially. App reads SMS, Android permission, parses, stores locally, room, SQLite. ये तो गड़बड़ हो रहा है भाई. No, but I can store data in backend as well. So it will be. ओ यार ये तो डायरेक्शन ही चेंज हो रहा है इसका पूरा. हाँ, ये मैंने पहले भी देखा हुआ था कि बस मोबाइल ऐप पे हम, but I want can store data in backend as well. Yeah, storing totally fine, but it actually makes a product more real. Sync backups, reminder, multi-device, and but the data source still matter. Android SMS backend can store past order events you extract on device. Let's just let me tell him. Fuck iOS for now. Let's focus on Android only. भूख लागली है भाई. What you can build on Android SMS only? Yes, it's feasible. Android allows reading SMS with permission, and you can parse OTP message, delivery updates, courier, AWP numbers, delivered, out delivery. That's enough to build a real MVP. Decide, do you want backend in MVP 1? Since you said you can store backend, here are the two paths. Path A, no backend, fastest. And not the mobile app. mobile app as simple as possible. So ये मल्टीपल अकाउंट वाला फंडा ये विल कीप इट फॉर iOS. Here we'll keep it like मेरे को भूख लगा है भाई, अभी दिमाग नहीं चल रहा, दिमाग नाही चालतोय माझा. So yeah, I can keep simple Android approach will be जो मैंने पहले ट्राई किया है. यूज़र टू SMS, यूज़र का लॉगिन लेंगे, देन फ्रंट एंड फ्रॉम द मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन वी हैव टू सेंड ऑल द SMS, not all the SMSs. We have to write service in the front end as well to parse the SMSs and send the eligible data to the back end. Create a order, create a reference ID for that order, and based on that order, based on that reference ID, track all the information. That's it. That's the simple funda. So from the front end we need for the front end we also need API is like create order. So here we'll need one more API is like order dot create. ओके ये एस नहीं रखना है अपने को फालतू में हमेशा ना, ठीक है. ऑर्डर डॉट क्रिएट रखेंगे हम यहाँ, एंड front end will create orders. So when the order will be, what's this about, bro? I'll explain you. My goal here, I was learning the Java on over this stream, so I have learned through solving lead code problems, solving LLD, system designs and all. So instead of doing some random practice, there's one idea that I wanted to build. So that's why I had this idea and I wanted to build this using Java plus Springboot and little bit of mobile app. I am so that I want to build over here, so that and I can document this process. So this is the real problem that I am facing right now. I order many things from different Instagram stores, and it's really difficult to track all of them. Some of the orders never came, but I paid because those were scammy things, and I didn't even know about that. And in today's world, nobody has a time to go in the random thousand list of emails, SMSs, search through what was delivered, what didn't, and sometimes we don't even remember the websites that we have ordered through. Not always we order from Amazon, Flipkart, but we do order from some different random shit websites these days. So Ronnie, that is what all about. Okay, building some simple system so that my life will get easier. So from the front end I have to parse the data and create the order. Order will be created, and user will have multiple orders, and this that. Okay, so we have to create order from front end and keep updating that as new SMSs comes, right? No, you should not create order from front end. That is the wrong direction architecturally, especially since your goal is to learn proper correct architecture. Android reads SMSs, post SMS. Yeah, that is what I said meant, bro. Store raw SMSs. यार ये कितना बड़ा बड़ा लिख के देता है, इतना मेरे को एक साथ नहीं चाहिए. ऑर्डर का एंटिटी इज क्रिएटेड, ऑर्डर स्टेटस या दिस स्टेटस आते हैं व्हेन अ न्यू इवेंट कम्स डिलीवर्ड ओवरराइड्स. बट एंड्रॉयड ऐप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी वेरी सिंपल, रीड SMS, सेंड बैच डेटा, डिस्प्ले ऑर्डर्स. बट हाउ दिस विल बी, but how backend will know that new SMS has came through and when to update the details? Nothing on you, babe. Backend won't know automatically. Android is the sensor. In an Android only SMS MVP, the backend learns about new SMS in one of these ways. Option 1, simplest best, Android polls and uploads. Android apps reads SMS inbox periodically or when user taps sync. App sends new SMS messages back. अबे ये मेरे को कुछ गलत लग रहा है भाई. Backend dedups, parses, updates, order events. Backend updates happen only when it receives that batch. Dead simple, no background complexity, perfect for keep simple. But then every time we need to update orders, user will have to open the app and click on sync, isn't it? Not necessarily. You have 3 levels of sync. You can pick that one that keeps Android simple but still automatic. Manual sync, simplest, yes, user tabs, no, that we don't want. Level 1, automatic enough, still simple. Use work manager to run a background job periodically, example every 6 to 12 hours. Read SMSs. 6 to 12 hours तो यार बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं हो जाएगा. Read SMSs since last synced SMS ID or last synced at. Upload batch to backend updates orders. Users doesn't need to click anything, and most of the time minimal Android code reliable on modern Android aligns with your focus backend goal. Real-time syncs, more Android work. Listen incoming SMS with broadcaster receiver and push instantly. Best UX, more complexity plus background restrictions, store policies. Not worth it for your current goal. What I suggest, manual sync button. Add work manager, periodic sync after backend is stable. Yeah, these two things. For every hour I have to read through this. Yeah, these two looks fine to me. That sequence will ship. Here's the concrete plan with the backend as the brain. Step manual sync MVP. Android dumb client screen sync button plus simplest UI on sync. Read SMS in last 30 days or last synced SMS ID sent to backend in batches. Example 200 at a time. Yeah, not 30 days. The user maybe send minimal payload. Device ID, messages, number, sender, body. Yeah, and backend MVP design that won't explode scope DB tables और वो सब सेम ही रहेगा जो हमने यहाँ ड्रॉ किया हुआ है ये IDs और accounts source account okay and then order event orders SMS batch ingest batch save raw SMS dedupe y unique constant parse each new SMS into events optionally resolves order so insert new raw SMS for each inserted SMS run parcel strategies yeah and if order is doing orders in MVP resolve which order to update add work manager later yeah अभी के लिए sync button रखते हैं we'll keep a sync button in this one so a scope so this will be a sync button that we need it in here so ये चाहिए होगा अपने को sync तो sync पे हम काम करेंगे Android SMS पे so our scope has reduced to this thing so app user click on sync send batch SMS 200 each to backend store not store parse SMS then store create order with metadata that's it and then whenever next time it's sync update based on order ID so this is how it will work so let me give this to my friend ChatGPT is this how nothing on you babe yeah your flow is almost correct and you are thinking like a backend engineer now let me refine it slightly so it's production safe app sync send batch backend parse SMS create or update order based on conceptually correct but need to insert two critical steps Android app manual sync button send SMS batch backend deduplicate raw SMSs store raw SMSs parse SMS order event resolve order find or create update order state what you are missing very important you should not directly update orders from parsing step instead store raw SMSs yeah that I don't want it to write it on the stream but yeah store raw SMSs first always store raw input before doing business logic always store raw reprocessing later, debugging, parser improvements, avoid losing data. Create order event intermediate layer instead of parse SMS. Do this parse SMS, create order event, then update order. This gives you audit trail, state transition history, debugging capability. Else no reference ID, find most recent active order by same order last 7 days. Important status update logic, don't blindly overwrite. If existing delivered and new out for delivery, ignore it. Create simple procedure rule. Yeah, this, but I have a very big doubt in this one. uh yeah, event driven. Fuck, event driven, it's not event driven design. State machine strategy pattern, clean separation of concerns. Verdict, yes, the flow is correct. Raw SMS. uh can we really store SMSs, and can we really send SMSs from mobile to backend? Isn't this be a wrong thing? Yes, technically you can do both on Android. Read and store SMS content locally, and on your backend send SMS data from app to your backend over HTTPS. It's just JSON. But there are policy privacy realities you must respect. Can Android app reads SMS? Yes. If you request the permission, then you can query sender body. Reality check, Google Play strict about SMS permission. Apps that request read SMS fit allowed use cases. For a prototype personal app side loading, it's fine. For Play Store launch, you will need to comply with policy and may get rejected if your use case isn't accepted. Can you send SMS content to backend? Yes, once. Yeah, but this is wrong thing to do, na? Can your backend store SMS? Yes, it just takes data in databases, but you should treat it as sensitive. Don't log it in server logs. Encrypt at rest if possible. Later provide delete option. Later only store what you need. If I do this, will Play Store accept my app? This is the right question to before short and say, if you use read SMS to read all user SMS and upload them, Play Store approval becomes difficult, not impossible but difficult. Let me explain. Google Play treats these permission as high risk. They are restricted. You are only allowed to use them if your app's core functionality depends on SMS access. Example, Google typically allows default SMS apps, OTP autofill apps, backend and restore apps, spam detection apps, device to detect transfer apps, your case order tracking from SMS. This is where it gets tricky. If SMS access your current is SMS access your core function. If your app description says track all delivery updates and OTPs automatically from SMS, then yes, SMS is core. But Google may still ask you to submit a declaration form, ask for video proof, review carefully, possibly reject if they feel it's not justified. Many fintech apps use SMS reading for transaction detection. Some get approved, some struggle. The bigger risk, uploading SMS to backend. If even if Play allows SMS reading, uploading SMS content to backend increases scrutiny. Google will check, why are you sending SMS to server? What are you storing? Is there privacy policy? Is it clearly disclosed? If you upload full SMS bodies, don't clearly explain it, don't provide delete option, high rejection risk. Safest strategy on device. Parsing much safer. Read SMS, parse locally, only send structured data, event type, masked OTP, and timestamps. Do not upload raw SMS body. This dramatically reduces policy risk. Option 2, no SMS permissions at all, 100% safe. Switch to email auth. भाई ये तो मुश्किल हो गया यार. अबे यार ये तो गलत जा रहा है. But you now enter Google Cloud Auth API compliance territory. Gmail has its own restrictions. If you request Gmail scopes like code read only, Google may classify it as sensitive scope or even restricted scope. That means you must configure OAuth consent screen properly, add privacy policy, possibly go through Google verification if public app. But this is a web API review process, not Play Store rejection risk, much more manageable. क्या किया जाए यार. Cross platform, Android only, Android iOS, scalability limited, high background sync, privacy scrutiny high but manageable, backend learning good, excellent. If your long term vision is unified order inbox email, या मैंने पहले भी यही सोचा था. Why all orders confirmation go to email, not all platforms send SMS? SMS formats MSC email contains rich metadata for your case. Publish, learn Springboot. I strongly recommend primary source Gmail. यही हमने सोचा था पहले कि source of multiple email accounts. तो जीमेल से रखना पड़ेगा भाई. लेट्स पिवोट टू जीमेल फर्स्ट. Our first design was based on email only. There's nothing on you बे. There's not. हाथ दुखने लगला. उसमें अलग ही प्रॉब्लम है यार. जीमेल से इतना ईमेल डेटा है इस जीमेल. how to how to read OTP from email. And then Shiv MD06. Hi, hello brother. Let me give you this. Shiv, hello bro. There's nothing. All the vertical users who are watching the stream in the vertical user, I'll suggest them come to the actual size stream. Okay, वर्टिकल में इतना सब मैं फिट नहीं कर सकता और ना ही मेरे को करना है कोई एक्सटेंशन डाउनलोड करके. इट्स जस्ट आई वांट टू फेच द यूजर्स फ्रॉम देयर. Gmail first, right? But I need to be super honest. Gmail safer than SMS for Play Store because you avoid restrict. यार अरे चलना भाई वो सब मत बता. Most email scope metadata read only यूज़ करेंगे. Metadata classified restricted, which typically means your app must go to the the safer Gmail scope. Start with the Gmail only. Use Gmail metadata. मैंने क्या पूछा और तुम क्या बता रहे भाई? अच्छा मैंने पूछा ही नहीं. comes via SMS. Gmail won't help if OTP comes via SMS. Gmail अबे यार सब OTP Gmail से आते हैं क्या? मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल आई रिसीव्ड some order today, so उसका OTP Gmail पे आता है क्या? हाँ यार सारे OTP ईमेल पे नहीं आते. There's nothing on you, babe. There's nothing on you, babe. 677. What's the goal of this live stream? So see on this the whole goal of the live stream is to learn some new skills. So currently the skill that I'm learning is Java and Springboot. So on the last few streams I have solved some lead code problems. I have designed LLD, the practice problems, and now the territory I'm going into is a Springboot, Java plus Springboot. So in this one I wanted to create something of my own so that I can use the concepts that I have learned and see the what kind of problems that I can face. So in this one I am going to build personal order inbox because I'm facing these problems. Organize multiple events. If you can see this, these are the problems that I have listed. Users are unable to track all the orders from different local websites that they have placed. Because recently I have seen many people like me myself also, I'm ordering from many Instagram different stores, local stores, some random stores, and maintaining all the orders at one place has become a tedious process. Like finding OTPs, SMSs, where is the OTP, when is the order is coming, has the order delivered or not, did I really return the order, and some orders I wanted to return but still are pending on my desks and never got returned. So for that I wanted to create a one place stop here so that I can track all the things at one place. Shivam MD deleted messages. I was explaining to you but you deleted, so no worries, I'll not explain now. The problem that is there is reading SMS or email is a private thing, so how will I design is okay. These three entities I'll only need, and then multiple services and integrations, but how the fuck I'm going to read the OTP? For OTP execution, why you deleted messages, Shivam? It's okay, you can ask questions. For OTP extraction, you usually need message body, so you will end up using read only as access rather than metadata only. List messages IDs using query decode body parts parse. Often OTPs appears in a plain text but not always. Finding OTP emails keeps scope low. But not all OTPs are shared on email. Many comes on the SMSs. How can we manage that? Because that's the whole point. OTP दिखना चाहिए भाई मेरे को ऐप में. अगर OTP नहीं है तो मैं नहीं यूज़ करूँगा ऐप. You can't fully solve OTPs with Gmail only reality. Some OTPs come via SMS, some Gmail and can handle. Some come via push, WhatsApp, different integrations. So the clean way to manage that is a hybrid signal model. The right product, primary source, Gmail orders, confirmation, shipping, secondary optional, Android SMS. OTPs plus courier updates. This keeps your Play Store. If user enables SMS access, Android reads SMS and uploads only OTP events or structure events to backend stores and shows them alongside email. Android doesn't do parsing beyond detect OTP or even can be backend driven. Two publishable options, say for SMS only for OTP, autofill limited use. Android's OTP autofill SMS retriever side great for your OTP flows, not for all merchant OTPs, so this won't solve your real end. Hello sir, where are you from? I'm from Pune, bro. Pune, Maharashtra. I can see many viewers coming through. So people who are new, please do like, because I can see many new people are here today. There were some people used to come who are my regular viewers, but there are many new people are here. Sir, job or study? मैं job करता हूँ यार. I'm a software developer, mostly on the front end side. So front end is my forte, and trying to get into the back end stuff. I'm learning the back end things right now. Request read SMS only when user enables track OTPs from SMS. Parse OTPs locally or send to backend for parsing. Do not upload full SMS body. Upload timestamp. I'm thinking in such a way, if I create order reference ID from email for a particular order and then try to match that with the mobile SMS locally and show the OTP then and there without sending the data to the server. 4 concurrent viewers, nice. 6 concurrent viewers. Oh, so people who are new, you can see this diagram. This is the problem that I'm trying to solve. Personal order inbox, I want to keep all my orders at one place, the information about that, the company, the status, the delivery date, and the OTP, because many a times when I go to work, office, or sometimes I don't even know when my order is coming through. And once I step out of my house, then the orders come. So if I get to know this beforehand at one place, some notification, yeah man, these orders, these orders are coming through right now, so plan something, bro. So I'll just call them, call the delivery guy something, and get the order delivered and have the OTP over here also. And sometimes we also return orders. Today is the first time I'm watching you. It's interesting. So can you tell about yourself? Stream, college, etc. So, bro, my name is Rohit, uh, and my core hobby is to like learn new things. And I have taken this learning to the extent that I have switched multiple careers. My college stream was production engineering, which is part of kind of mechanical engineering. I then worked in supply chain for almost 1.5 years. Uh, then I learned coding and all. I got into IT. I worked as a full stack developer for some time. Then my profile grew into front end side more. Then I learned YouTube. I created a YouTube channel and currently I'm into selling that YouTube channel. That is a big 2 lakhs of subscribers I got on there. So in that process I learned editing, SEO, thumbnail designing, creating teams, everything. And now that I'm over that skill, I got bored with that, and I have stopped working on the other channel. The skill that I want to go into which is a deep, is this, my technical engineering skills that I really like to get involved with. So my front end is strong, but my back end is not that strong. So I'm learning this Java as a new technology, new thing, because system design is the new era, new phase of thing in the era of AI, because coding has become free and system designing has become the thing. So I'm trying to design multiple systems. I'm trying to learn this thing as a new skill. So this is about myself. What's your name? Bollywood Worlds. What's your real name? Bollywood Worlds. What's your real name, bro? यार ये कैसे होगा? I am Pranav. Hi Pranav. If you are interested in such thing, like you want to see how an indie developer learns things, builds things, then you can like the stream. So it can be suggested to you more often by YouTube algorithm. You can subscribe. Nice to meet you here. I hope we'll work together in, yeah, for sure. You can ping me on LinkedIn anytime. There are many people through these live streams I'm getting connected, and they are texting me over LinkedIn. asking questions. I'm asking questions. So it is a good community that I'm building. I'm liking this thing. So you can ping me over LinkedIn, bro. Pranav. Android scans SMS and extracts OTP codes, sender ID, timestamp, optional reference, साइड SMS. अबे ये बहुत ही बड़ा लॉजिक हो जाएगा यार. खाली पेट तो काम ही नहीं करेगा दिमाग. तो फिर मैचिंग स्ट्रैटेजी बेस्ट. Reference ID present in SMS. If courier merchant SMS contains AWP order ID, match directly. But order ID नहीं होता भाई हमेशा. एक सिंपल में OTP SMS पढ़ रहा था अभी. योर वेरिफिकेशन OTP फॉरवर्ड बाय डॉट पे. आप इसका क्या समझेंगे, किस चीज़ का है? Before starting work on this, I need to do a lot of brainstorming that I can see from this live stream today, the conclusion of this thing. I have to do brainstorming. I think I need to take help from my friends in building the correct architecture for this one. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to one of the friends wedding. Where are the SMS OTP SMSs? Geomart, VM check. Yeah, Blue Dart. Okay, Blue Dot AWP order was delivered. Blue Dart will deliver your shipment today. Blue Dart, this Blue Dart will deliver shipment. No OTP. Your order from Eros Essence is dispatched through Blue Dart. So suppose if I copy this, I'm yeah, sure, I will connect you there. Currently I am a CSE student, second, yeah, mostly second year student that I am getting connected over here. And what you are saying, currently I am CSE student, second year, learning C++, DSA. Can you give some advice for side income? Bro, side income is really not a side income, you know. For a channel that I built, it took me 3 years to build that channel, and now I'm no more interested in that. Still I'm getting some payment out of that, but for the side income to be built, you have to be focused. There are multiple options nowadays, but don't ignore your primary income. Your primary income is, once you get your primary income, you can build your teams and buy some other people's time so that they can work on your idea. Don't do YouTube, Instagram, all these cringe things right now for the side income if you are thinking of so, because I have seen the RPM rate. RPM is like, there is a CPM concept in YouTube, cost per mile, which means how YouTube pays for 1,000 views, how much YouTube pays for 1,000 views, and it is the least in India. It is hardly $3 that you can get, and it's very hard code to crack. So better you focus on your studies. If you have some really good skill, or you want to build a really good skill apart from that, then you can use social media. But the people, how people are using to create cringe content, dancing, cool stuff, these things will not work in India. You have to have a good production to create good quality videos and get good sponsors. Even the big channels are not making enough money on YouTube, not even on Instagram. So don't consider that unless you are really good at it. ब्लू डार्ट का एसएमएस में तो एसएमएस में आ रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं आ रहा ईमेल पे. क्या ये आइडिया सही है? अच्छा, अमेज़ॉन का आई कैन सी ईमेल्स, package delivered, expected today from this. Your Instamart order was successfully delivered. Your Instamart order was successfully delivered. Updates to our policy, credit transaction, Swiggy order, snitch. Thanks a lot for your kind suggestion, means a lot for me. Yeah, no worries, Pranay. You can always please do like the stream. No, I don't like to say this, but it's required for YouTube algorithm to work. Please do like the stream. You can see order details, different kind of order details. If you can see this, there is clear SMS that we can see on the email. Uh, so order IDs are really random delivered. For example, in Amazon, order ID is 4075771. Oh, shipped this order ID this. Then तू पैसा पैसा करती है, क्यों पैसे पे यूं मरती है। OTP आ तो रहे यार इंडियन ब्रांड के ईमेल पे, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं आ रहे। SMS वाली थिंग को मैं साइड में रख रख भी दूँ, तब भी आई कैन सी इज OTPs आर रियली दैट रियली मैटर। मैचिंग फिर ऐप से कर सकते हैं बाद में, अगर देखा जाएगा। अगर सच में प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है तो जीमेल से ही चालू कर लेते हैं काम अपना। We'll do this matching later. Let's just start with Gmail and tell me how this will work code wise. Now I want to go code wise because I have to build something. ऐसे नहीं कि मैं छोड़ दूँ बीच में ही, बीच में नहीं छोड़ेंगे हम इसको। लैपटॉप गर्म हो गया भाई। कुल जीमेल कोड विल लुक इन दैट। बारे में क्या कहना है, वर्ल्ड वॉर 3 के बारे में क्या कहना है आपका? वर्ल्ड वॉर 3 नहीं है, वो मिडिल ईस्ट का वॉर है। मिडिल ईस्ट इज अनस्टेबल पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द ऑयल एंड रिलीजन। डोंट वरी ब्रो, वर्ल्ड वॉर 3 नहीं होगा। वर्ल्ड वॉर के क्या बोलते साइड इफ़ेक्ट्स दिखेंगे। सो इफ़ यू आर अर्निंग गुड, try to store your money in good assets, invest in US stocks, invest in gold, silver, invest in commodities. Don't really focus on Indian market right now. Try to keep your money as much as possible into the better currencies, not in the rupees. Better currencies, dollars. So buy US stocks, it will help you sustain for longer time. Nobody sure क्या होगा क्या नहीं। Android super thin but below the exact how it works, the key classes endpoints implement what you will build. Minimum moving parts. mm, Android thin, connect to Gmail, button sync, Springboot, minimum moving parts, auth with Google Store, source account. वर्ल्ड वॉर 3 नहीं है भाई वो. वर्ल्ड वॉर, तुमने गलत चीज़ पूछ ली मेरे को ये सब चीज़ों में बहुत ज़्यादा ही इंटरेस्ट है. Store source account plus tokens, call Gmail API to fetch messages. With respect with respect to इंडिया में कुछ नहीं होने वाला भाई. इंडिया इज very stable country globally. Locally it may unstable, but globally it is stable. Will not interfere in any kind of war, because we are not that rich to be a part of any kind of war. We are just 75 to 80 years old country. इंडिया में कुछ नहीं होगा. इंडिया शांत रहेगा. अपने पास न्यूक्लियर वेपन भी है, तो कोई अपने आसपास भी नहीं आएगा. सो वी आर सेफ. Gmail, email, common crypto utilities. Minimal deep entity, source account, provider, email, sync cursor, Gmail history, ID later, and fields, email message, unique OAuth flow. ओके मैं समझ गया. गूगल OAuth सर्विस, ये सर्विस बनानी पड़ेगी अपने को. Build auth URL, exchange code for fetch this, save account. हम समझ गए ये. Now I know how to do this. LinkedIn Pranav Ghodki. You can search me, Pranav. You can. I'm on the stream right now. I can't go and search. The chat vanishes. You can search me there, or wait, I'll give you my LinkedIn profile URL. This is my LinkedIn. You can ping me there. यार मुझे अभी भी कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ रहा है इसमें कि मैसेज स्टोर करना और ये करना. सो I'll need to talk to my other IT friends कि how feasible this looks. I can discuss. So मेरे को एक arc diagram दे दो so that I can discuss in my group. Give me architecture diagram so that I can discuss with tech friends. मुझे नहीं लगा था शुरुआत में कि इतना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल इतना सब होगा. मैंने सोचा था कि आसानी से डेटा वेटा, बिकॉज डेटा स्टोरिंग इज़ द प्रॉब्लम हियर. डेटा स्टोर नहीं करने देगा कोई भी सिस्टम, कोई भी मोबाइल, एंड्रॉयड, iOS या OAuth भी हो गया. और सबको एक जगह पे लाना इज़ अ टास्क. जितना सिंपल अपने को दिखाना है उतना ही ज़्यादा अपने को कष्ट उठाना पड़ेगा. Connecting Gmail accounts. So what I have thought right now कि user can connect multiple Gmail accounts from or email accounts. From those email accounts I'll create order, and for the OTPs, if Gmails have OTP, fine, we'll add it. If not, we'll see in the SMSs as well. Matching, like in the mobile app we have to go and do matching, right? Matching service, fetch the order ID and try to see if the same order ID comes with the OTP. Have OTP in SMS and then update the OTP. Let me check some SMSs over here. I have too much data that I was collecting for this thing. So yeah, then I can go deep, like see the specific companies and delivery companies, and then do this. People, I can see many people are coming to the stream. Please do like the stream. It's very important for me to get connected with the same kind of same minded people. Okay, so do like and subscribe, please. I don't like to say this again and again, but it's really required, necessary at this point. करेंगे भाई, इसको हम ऐसे नहीं छोड़ेंगे, भले कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम है, ऐसे थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगा तो हम छोड़ देंगे। ऑथ मॉड्यूल तो ये तो सब में सेम रहेगा, इसका कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। एपीआई मॉड्यूल में सिंपल है, सोर्स अकाउंट्स ऑन ये। सिंक मोबाइल वाला थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ है, गूगल अकाउंट कंसेंट और ये। तो आज हम क्या करते हैं, टुडे व्हाट विल डू, विल जस्ट create our application and try to get this Google Auth consent and get the email data in the form of JSON, and we'll see how the data is coming, and then we will connect our database, store the data. Okay, मोबाइल ऐप के बारे में हम बाद में सोचेंगे, अभी बस इसके लिए सोचेंगे। भाई मेरे को भूख लगा है, मैं जल्दी से कुछ बना के लेके आया, जस्ट वेट 2 minutes here. अभी ग्रहण, हॅलो, हां मी तुला फोन फोन लावतो, मी आता स्ट्रीम करत आहे यूट्यूबवरती आहे. हं? काय नाही, मी असंच फोन कर म्हणलं तुला, आज सुट्टी होती. हं. नाही, काही काम नाही. करतो मैं तुला थोड़ा वेळात. खाना लगा के आया हूँ अभी. ग्रहण चल रहा है, यू शुड नॉट ईट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम 3 to। अच्छा भाई, पहले बताना था, अब मैं खाना लगा के आया हूँ. इट विल स्टार्ट. भूख तो लगा है, अब क्या करे भाई. पहले पता होता तो पहले ही खा लेता. 3 to 6:40 मैं तो आई बी डेड. कोडिंग स्टार्ट करे फिर. कोड लिखना स्टार्ट करे. हम ओऑथ कनेक्शन करते हैं, सो विल I'll mark the task list of tasks here. So tasks to perform, just connect Gmail account and get email डेटा. बस इतना ही काम करेंगे हम आज अपने एप्लीकेशन में, ठीक है. तो मैं गिटअप वगैरह स्टार्ट विथ जय महाराष्ट्र. या जय महाराष्ट्र. सो पहले तो गिटअप पे जाके एक रेपो बना लेते हैं. सो पर्सनल ऑर्डर इनबॉक्स. मेरा खाना ना जल जाए भाई. is here simple omelette and banana. Okay, so let me see a video in which we can see how we can connect Google account. How to connect Gmail in Springboot application. Fire is send email using Springboot. How to read Gmail email data from Gmail in Springboot. X, if you can see. Reads email with Java. How to read email from Gmail Java. Open in new tab.
Going to show you how you can read emails from Gmail using Java. So let's get started. I have already prepared a simple Maven project for reading emails, so you can also check it out from my GitHub repository from the link inside description. We will be using Eclipse Angus library for this example, so if I show you my POM XML file, you will see that this dependency is already added to this project. By the way, if you don't know
to see whether really we can have the email data in the form of JSON so that we can later do post-processing, store or whatever we want, but the main goal is to like this.
How to create a new Maven project, please check out my other video where I explain this from start to end, and at the final step just add this dependency and you are ready to go. Okay, let's start. As you can see, I have prepared a class named Gmail Reader that we will be using in this example, but before this we have to set up a special app password that will be used when connecting to the Gmail store, so let me first explain you how you can do this. So open your favorite browser and then select your Google account and then click on Manage your Google account and then click on Security and then click on two-step verification. If you don't have this option enabled, you first have to enable two-step verification and then click it and then scroll down and then click on this arrow under app passwords. Then under application name, put application name, for example, Gmail Reader, and then click on create, and then copy this generated password, go back to your code and paste it right here. Then under email, put your email address that you want to read from, and then run the program by pressing Ctrl F11. You can immediately see that we have one error present, so if I expand this, you can see that we have alert that your account is not enabled for IMAP use. To enable this, you have to go to your Gmail account and then click on this settings icon and then click see all settings. Then go to forwarding and pop IMAP and then under IMAP access, click on enable IMAP and then click save changes. When this is completed, go back to your code and try to run it again. And now you can see that we have successfully read the email messages. As you can see, we have 4 fields printed for each email, and those are received on, which is the date when the email was received. The second one is from, which is a sender email. And then finally we have a subject and a text. Now let me explain the code so that you can also try it yourself. Let's start at the main method where we call read messages from Gmail method, and here you can see that we are first connecting to the IMAP store, then we get inbox folder from that store, then we retrieve all the messages from that inbox folder based on some search term, and finally we print all of the messages. At the end, we also close the folder and the store. Now let's take a closer look at each method. So the first one is getEmapStore method. Here you can see that we are creating a session instance and then we are connecting to the emap.gmail.com based on your email, that is your username, and based on your application password. The most important emap properties are host, which should be set to emap.gmail.com, and also port, which should be set to 993, and you also have to specify a host under ssl.trust property, and you also have to enable start TLS. Without those two properties, you will get a certification error when you will try to connect to the store. I also advise you to use a connection timeout and timeout properties where you specify a number of milliseconds, so in our case this is exactly 10 seconds. The first property means that if the program could not connect to the store in 10 seconds, it would stop and throw an error, but if
I'll create a repo. मैनेजमेंट, अच्छा नाम क्या होगा इसके लिए? सजेस्ट मी गुड नेम फॉर दिस. अच्छा नाम क्या हो सकता है इसके लिए भाई? रेपो क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ तो अच्छे नाम से ही कर लेता हूँ. ऑर्डर ने स्टार्ट, अबे यार, orders tracker. Orders tracker is a self-explanatory name. ठीक है. Public, start with the template, no template, add readme, yeah, no, I'll add readme, no git ignore, add license. Do I need any repo license? अभी हम एक नए फोल्डर से स्टार्ट करेंगे भाई, ये बाकी बकचोदी नहीं करेंगे. डॉक्यूमेंट्स भाई, मेरे बाकी सब चीज़ें मत देखो. प्रोजेक्ट्स, ये क्या था? ऑटो रिकरिंग पेमेंट. ऑर्डर्स ट्रैकर, and in this one we need terminal. कहाँ खुला भाई अपना? मैकबुक बहुत ही बेकार चीज़ है भाई. गेट इन इट. branch, पहला branch main, and now go to IntelliJ and file, कहाँ है इसका file? Open documents, go to coding, then projects, orders tracker, open new window, yeah, trust. साउंड नहीं, नहीं देखते, आइज क्लोज. यू आर अ गुड स्पोर्ट ब्रो, प्रणव. या मेन वगैरह है आ गया यहाँ पे. मॉड्यूल्स, let's set up this and this. मैं एकदम ही गधा हूँ भाई। स्प्रिंग बूट प्रोजेक्ट चालू करना था, मैंने एम्प्टी गिट रिपोजिटरी चालू कर ली। बट यार खाना खा लेते हैं भाई, पहले एक बार में एक ही काम करते। Guys who are here, please
If we
wait
would
for me
not
to
specify
finish.
this property, it would hang indefinitely.
Because Spring Boot
The
भी मेरे लिए
second
नया है, तो
property
उसमें भी
is
दिमाग लगाना
similar,
पड़ेगा
but
भाई।
this one represents a timeout for reading the messages from the store once the connection was already established. Okay, now let's go to the second method, which is the get folder from store method. This one is very simple, so we are calling a get folder method on the store with specified folder name, which in our case is inbox, and then we open this folder with read-only flag. When the folder is successfully opened, we are then searching messages inside this folder based on some search term. So in our case, we are using a received date term that uses greater than comparison. You can also see that we are creating a yesterday date that is used inside this term. So this basically means that we will be searching for all messages inside inbox folder that have received date greater.
मजा आ गया भाई खा के।
भाई ये प्रोजेक्ट चालू करना था, इसमें अब ये देखते हैं कि स्प्रिंग बूट प्रोजेक्ट कैसे चालू करते हैं। मैंने कभी किया नहीं है। सो फाइल न्यू प्रोजेक्ट, ऑर्डर्स ट्रैकर, क्यू इंटेलिजे अल्टीमेट, भाई पहले तो ये देखना पड़ेगा हाउ टू स्टार्ट। यहाँ से शुरुआत है अपनी। प्रोजेक्ट इन इंटेलिजे, टू ईयर्स ago, 1 year ago, 21 280K।
जब लैपटॉप की बैटरी डाउन होती है उसे चार्ज कर देती, जब तुम्हारी बैटरी डाउन होती है।
देखिए इस वीडियो में हम इंटेलिजे पर स्प्रिंग बूट प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट करने वाले हैं। लास्ट वीडियो में हमने देखा था बेसिक्स ऑफ स्प्रिंग बूट क्यों आया, स्प्रिंग में ऐसी क्या कमी रह गई कि मेरे को स्प्रिंग बूट पढ़ना पड़ रहा है। तो क्रिएट करने जा रहे हैं स्प्रिंग बूट प्रोजेक्ट इन इंटेलिजे। इंटेलिजे क्यों यूज कर रहा हूँ? क्योंकि इनकी जो टीम है बहुत ही एक्टिव है, नए नए अपडेट्स देती रहती है और यूआई भी काफी इसका स्मूथ है ना। अब
काम की बात
इनिशियलाइज सर्च किया, पहली वेबसाइट पर चले गए हैं अपन, यहाँ पर देखे हैं पहले, ठीक है। स्प्रिंग इनिशियलाइजर सर्च किया, पहली वेबसाइट पर चले गए हैं अपन, यहाँ पर देखेगा स्प्रिंग इनिशियलाइजर एक वेबसाइट है जो कि क्रिएट करी गई है आपके आराम के लिए, टू क्रिएट स्प्रिंग बूट प्रोजेक्ट। यहाँ पर आप कॉन्फ़िगरेशन कर सकते हैं कुछ, ठीक है, डिपेंडेंसीज वगैरह ऐड कर सकते हैं, बताऊंगा क्या होती है डिपेंडेंसीज, ठीक है। जब आपका प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट हो जाएगा, ठीक है, देन आप ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप कर लीजिएगा इसको इनटू योर आईडी, ठीक है। यानी खुद से कुछ करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, ठीक है। यहाँ पर क्या है, ऑप्शंस दिए हुए हैं आपको, सिलेक्ट करिए एंड क्रिएट करिए, ठीक है। सबसे पहले यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है लैंग्वेज, लैंग्वेज कौन सी हमारी जावा है, ठीक है, अच्छी बात है। अच्छा, फिर लिखा है प्रोजेक्ट, बोल रहा है भाई आपका जो बिल्ड टूल होगा वो आप कौन सा यूज करने वाले हैं। हम मेवन यूज करेंगे, है ना।
हम भी मेवन यूज करेंगे।
बिल्ड
डिपेंडेंसी
टूल
ऐड करनी
क्या है,
पड़ती है,
मेवन।
उससे हो जाएगा मेरे
अच्छा,
ख्याल से।
बिल्ड टूल मतलब यानी कि कुछ काम जो है ना आसान कर देता है, जैसे कि ये चीजों को
Guys, who
ऑटोमेट
are
कर
new
देता है,
to
कंपाइल
Stream, please
करता
do
है,
like it if
देन
you are
टेस्ट
like
चल
into
रहे
this
हैं,
kind of
है ना,
stuff.
देन फिर पैकेजिंग हो रही है, ये सारे एक ही बटन दबाने से सारे काम हो जाएंगे। मेवन
see
वो
many
काम कर
people are
देगा। अगर
coming.
कुछ समझ में नहीं आया है तो
So
इतना ध्यान
please
रखिए कि
do
मेवन
like
की
and
हेल्प से,
subscribe so that I
मेवन की
can
हेल्प
get
से
connected
जो
with
हमारा
similar minded people and मुझे भी इंटरेस्ट आता जाए कि ऐसी सब चीज़ें बनाते जाऊं, कुछ ना कुछ करते
प्रोजेक्ट है
जाऊं।
वो जार में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, ठीक है, या फिर वार में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, देन हम उसको चला पाएंगे, ठीक है। अच्छा, मेवन सेलेक्ट कर लिया है। स्प्रिंग बूट का वर्जन यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, सबसे पुराने वाला कर लेते हैं क्योंकि स्टेबल होते हैं। स्नैपशॉट
21
मतलब
Java।
अभी डेवलपमेंट में, M2 यानी कि
मेरा जावा का वर्जन क्या है भाई? जावा सी वर्जन ही कमांड है मेरे ख्याल से 21, या सो 21 ही चाहिए मेरे को।
माइलस्टोन 2 ये भी डेवलपमेंट में, यानी 3.2.0 का जो माइलस्टोन 2 रीच हो गया है ना, वो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन ये डेवलपमेंट में। ग्रुप यानी कि कंपनी का नाम है ना, एक कंपनी कई सारे
2.7 यूज़ किया है भाई ने। 2.7 है नहीं अपने यहाँ, 3.5 है यहाँ पे, तो 3.5 करेंगे हम।
प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट कर
वीडियो
सकती
2
है।
साल
वो
पुराना
प्रोजेक्ट
है,
का नाम
ठीक
क्या है, आर्टिफैक्ट, ठीक है। नाम ही बोले तो ह्यूमन रीडेबल फॉर्म में आपका नाम, आपका नहीं, प्रोजेक्ट का डिस्क्रिप्शन।
ग्रुप कॉम नेम ऑर्डर्स ट्रैकर, orders tracker, description, it tracks order, it track multiple online, multiple shipping orders. Example, orders tracker ही चाहिए अपने को।
description then package.
Just advice, when you try to say something, please pause the video cause you are not at all audible at the time. Okay, ये मेरे ठीक है, let me fix this. मेरा आउटपुट ज़्यादा आए माइक का। ऑडियो इनपुट इज़ दिस सैमसंग, लेट मी टेस्ट। हेलो, मेरा माइक है भी डायनामिक ना, तो वो मेरी ही आवाज़ को सप्रेस कर देता है। ठीक है प्रणव, I'll keep this in mind.
ठीक है, जावा का वर्जन 8 सेलेक्ट कर लेंगे अपन, ठीक है। ग्रुप नाम यानी कि डाल देते हैं ई डाइजेस्ट डाल देते हैं, ठीक है। आर्टिफैक्ट का नाम माय फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट, ठीक है। डिस्क्रिप्शन फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट फॉर स्प्रिंग बूट।
अपने को आर्टिफैक्ट तो पूछा ही नहीं। अच्छा, आर्टिफैक्ट इधर लिखा है। अरे ऑर्डर्स ट्रैकर हो जाएगा भाई ये। ग्रुप क्या होता है भाई इसमें? थैंक गॉड वी हैव चैट जीपीटी ना, सारे अनकही बातों का जवाब चैट जीपीटी। What should be my names over here? Guys, do like the stream. I can see very less likes. Yeah, I can see some likes, but yeah, do like the stream, it's very important. मेरा नाम क्यों डाल डाल रहा है भाई? आर्टिफैक्ट चाहिए ही चाहिए ना दोस्त।
ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अच्छा, प्रोजेक्ट हो गया है, लैंग्वेज हो गया है, स्प्रिंग बूट का वर्जन हो गया है, प्रोजेक्ट मेटाडेटा यानी कि प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन है ना। ठीक है, ये सब हो गया है, जावा का वर्जन हो गया, बहुत अच्छी बात है। अब आती है डिपेंडेंसीज। ये डिपेंडेंसीज ऐड करने
दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट
के लिए बोल रहा है। डिपेंडेंसीज क्या होती हैं? ऐड डिपेंडेंसीज पर क्लिक करते हैं, यहाँ पे दुनिया भर की डिपेंडेंसी लिखी हुई है। डिपेंडेंसीज का मतलब है कि अगर आपको खुद से चीजें नहीं करनी है, किसी और से करवाना है, ठीक है, जैसे कि मान लीजिए आपको डेटाबेस के साथ खेलना है, कुछ करना है डेटाबेस में, तो खुद से कोड नहीं लिखेंगे आप, यहाँ पर एक डिपेंडेंसी होगी, उसको ऐड कर लेंगे, उसमें पहले से ही कोड लिखा होता है। ठीक है, ऐसे ही जो मैं ऐड करने जा रहा हूँ, स्प्रिंग वेब करने जा रहा हूँ, अगर आपको एपीआईज लिखनी है, ठीक है, तो वहां पर आप यूज करेंगे स्प्रिंग वेब। यहाँ पे पहले से ही कोड लिखा हुआ है जिसको आप यूज करेंगे, है ना, और एपीआईज आप इजीली क्रिएट कर पाएंगे। ठीक है, वही लिखा हुआ है, एपीआईज बनाया था और बोल रहा है भाई कि यूजेस
Okay.
अपाचे टॉमकैट
ओके
एज डिफॉल्ट एम्बेडेड कंटेनर, यानी कि इस स्प्रिंग वेब की डिपेंडेंसी को इंक्लूड करने पर आपको डिफॉल्ट सिलेक्टेड मिल जाएगा अपाचे टॉमकैट सर्वर, यानी कि एक्सटर्नल टॉमकैट पैकेजिंग। यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है जार या फिर फॉर। अब इसका मतलब क्या है? जार का आर्काइव,
अपने को।
तो ये मेजर जो आपने, ठीक है, फाइल हमारे क्रिएट हो, जिप फाइल डाउनलोड हो जाएगी। सेव करते हैं इसको, ठीक है, ओपन करते हैं इसको। जिप फाइल हमारे क्रिएट हो गई है। यहाँ
जनरेट अभी और भी चाहिए क्या अपने को? ऑथ जीमेल ऑथ कुछ था इसमें, वो ऑथ टू क्लाइंट स्प्रिंग बूट इंटीग्रेशन फॉर स्प्रिंग सिक्योरिटी, बाद में देखते हैं, पहले इतना ही जनरेट कर लेते हैं। जनरेटेड, गो हियर, यहाँ पे डाउनलोड्स, ऑर्डर्स ट्रैकर। सो हम एप्लीकेशन प्रॉपर्टीज़ में कुछ भी नहीं है, मेवन प्रॉपर्टीज़ है, मॉड्यूल्स, ठीक है।
आप इसको एक्सट्रैक्ट भी कर लेते हैं, ठीक है। जिप फाइल डिलीट करते हैं, ठीक है। ब्राउजर बंद किया, अब आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, देखेगा आपको सिंपली यहाँ पर जो आपने एक्सट्रैक्ट की है ना, उस फोल्डर को
इसको
उठाइएगा
एक लाइक
एंड
देना
अपने
बनता है भाई,
इंटेलिजे पर
नहीं काम
ड्रैग
करने
एंड
के बाद
ड्रॉप कर
लाइक
दीजिए,
देंगे।
ठीक है। जैसे ही आप ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप करेंगे ये ओपन हो जाएगा। अब देखिए, हो सकता है कि जैसे ही आप ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप करें अपने प्रोजेक्ट को तो एरर आनी शुरू हो जाए। तो उसके लिए आपको यहाँ पर सेटिंग्स पे क्लिक करना है, प्रोजेक्ट स्ट्रक्चर पे क्लिक करना है एंड देख लीजिएगा कि जावा का वर्जन सिलेक्ट होना चाहिए, ठीक है। हमने यहाँ पर जावा 11 सेलेक्ट किया हुआ है। जो हमने स्प्रिंग इनिशियलाइजर में जावा वर्जन सेलेक्ट किया था वो वर्जन 8 था, है ना। उसका मतलब क्या था वो आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में बताऊंगा मैं। लेकिन इस जावा 11 का मतलब ये है कि आप अपने प्रोजेक्ट को किस जावा के वर्जन से रन करेंगे, ठीक है। ऑब्वियसली हमने वहाँ पे 8 सेलेक्ट किया था तो यहाँ पर 8 से बड़ा होना चाहिए या फिर 8 होना चाहिए। ट्रस्ट कर लीजिएगा प्रोजेक्ट को अगर ऑप्शन आता है तो, ठीक है भाई। ये इसका स्ट्रक्चर है, इसको देखेंगे क्या मतलब है हर एक फाइल का। यहाँ पे SRC के अंदर जाते हैं जहाँ ट्रस्ट मिल चुका है, ठीक है, क्योंकि हमने वो, ठीक है भाई। नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में भी देखेंगे हर चीज का मतलब, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अब एक बार इसको रन कर,
ये एक बार रन करके देखते हैं करंट फाइल। ये का बवासीर है, ये क्यों नहीं रन करने दे रहा अपने को? डिपेंडेंसीज इंस्टॉल नहीं है, क्या है? Why I'm not able to run this file, run this project. Great to see you after a long time. A very happy Holi. May this Holi brightens your life with color. Same to you, bro. Vignesh. Happy Holi to you. Happy Holi to all. होली के दिन हम अच्छी चीज़ कर रहे हैं। I have seen you after a long time, Vignesh. I to come more often. I try to come 3 days live on a week, in a week. So do come, do join the streams more often. I'm planning to create my old kind of videos that I used to post on this channel, but in the AI field, because I can see many people are asking me these questions, how the current industry is changing in this because of AI, how jobs market are changing, everything. I have like asked many people in my company, other company managers, CEOs, how the markets will evolve, and I have got enough information that how the coding, how the work, and how the job market will change. So I'm thinking to create a video, elaborated video on this one, if you guys want to, with all the facts and how the future prospects will look like according to the my view, as I am in the industry, so I can tell this in a better way. I'll help you diagnose, able to run this project configuration, read. ब्राइटनेस बहुत कम हो गया डेस्कटॉप का मेरे। कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ है भाई यहाँ पे ना, ये एक्स्ट्रा फाइल्स क्यों ऐड हुई है? miscellaneous XML, project root manager. Now let me try to run the project where you are getting. It's good to see you, Vignesh, back. मैंने एक गलती किया. मैंने क्या किया, पहले गिटहब रेपो बनाया और फिर ये किया यहाँ पे मैंने इनिट. ये स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ अब तक. स्टार्टेड ऑर्डर ट्रैकर एप्लीकेशन. ये एंड कैसे होगा भाई? यहाँ पे रन भी नहीं हो रहा कुछ. Nothing up here. I'll try to watch your live streams regularly soon after starting Java. Yeah, please do. मैं भी लीड कोड पे वापस आऊँगा. लीड कोड सॉल्व करना अभी बहुत सॉल्व करना बाकी में. आई हैव जस्ट रीच टू 25 क्वेश्चंस ओनली देयर. 25 से 30 का एज बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट होता है भाई, सब कुछ मैनेज करना. लेट मी क्लोज IntelliJ, exit, open IntelliJ again. Now I am currently working on Python. It's a bit difficult to manage both college academics, mid exams and programming. हाँ यार वो तो है. वही वो तो है भाई. मिड एग्ज़ाम्स वगैरह वो तो इम्पोर्टेंट है, उसको हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. एक बात बताओ, जब मेरे लैपटॉप का स्पीकर आउटपुट रेंज लिमिटेड है आफ्टर अ मैक्स वॉल्यूम, हाउ द वॉल्यूम बूस्टर एक्सटेंशन इंक्रीजेस द वॉल्यूम मोर देन स्पीकर्स कैपेबिलिटी? नहीं पता भाई. होता है ये. VLC में भी ऑप्शन था, किसी ने बनाया था ये VLC में भी. पता नहीं कैसे काम करता, लेकिन होता तो है ये. VLC में भी देर वाज यूज्ड टू बी एन ऑप्शन टू रीच वॉल्यूम टू मैक्स टू 100% एंड देन it used to go, but people used to say it can damage your speaker, so I wish you don't try this more often. पार्किंग लॉट में कहाँ आ गया दोस्त मेरे? ऑर्डर्स ट्रैकर में आ. Still the run option is not available here. How can I? What's the problem? What's the problem here? I'll go in ask mode and ask this. भाई इतने messages. What to do? Say to prefer and prioritize first to complete core Python and learn different libraries, or start with the JavaScript. It really depends, Vignesh, na? Last time I think you spoke you want to get into data analytics or data science something field, if I'm not wrong. Is that you? It really depends. If you can tell me more what field you want to go into, then it makes sense what to give more, what to prioritize more. Your main class looks correct, so the missing run option is usually an IDE project setup issue in IntelliJ. Verify JDK is configured. File project structure. File project structure. Yeah, order tracker SDK. Yeah, it is fine. I can see there's no library. No, it's not me. That's the main problem. Still confused to choose the path. If you are still confused to choose the path, go with the flow then. What your college is emphasizing you to do, try that. Don't experiment a lot, else it will happen. Because I'll tell you, in the college level interviews, what interviewers will ask, it will not go into how deep you have went into Python or other libraries or something, but they will stick to the basics. They will check how good you are with the basics. The basics are really simple, like the C++ and all, that's your basic. The oops and all, that's your basic. The final year project that you will do, whatever be it in the whatever the project you choose, that will really matter what kind of job that you will get into. If you will do a full stack kind of project, you will most probably get into full stack development. If you do some different kind of project, data analytics, Python based, Django based, then most probably you will land into that kind of a job. So choose your project, even though it's, if you are not into final year, you are still into second year, do a project like a final year project, end to end, and add it to your GitHub, add it to your resume, and that's how you will know what do you like and what you don't. And I'll tell you, this confusion will always be there in your life. You won't be always sorted, never be sorted in your life, that okay, I know I have to do this. No, this clarity will never arrive. There are too many web development, data scientist, data analytics. Yeah, there are now that you have learned Python, it seems you want to get into Python. Don't mix the things, Python then JavaScript then Java. No, JavaScript so you need, at least you need basic understanding of JavaScript. Java you can skip if it is not part of your curriculum, else you have to do Java as well. But Python, then stick to Python, because there are many companies using Python. Django framework for API development, for many other things. Ask your professors what kind of a project I can pick, sir, I am confused. They will probably help you in a much better way. ये मेरे इसमें क्या हो गया भाई, वेरीफाई हमने वेरीफाई कर लिया, हो गया. Re-import Maven project in the Maven tool, click Rio. Thanks for your suggestion. No problem. I know it didn't help you a lot, but package Springboot framework does not exist. Import boot Springboot. Okay, now I got the error. ये कोपायलट सर को समझा नहीं हम क्या पूछना चाह रहे हैं और ये क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं. Always bro, do like the stream guys please. मेरा दोस्त जिम बुला रहा है, लेकिन मैंने दोस्त को धोखा दे दिया आज. संध्याकाळी जाईल. The error due to Java C directly does not load Maven dependencies is not class path use Maven. मेरे को मेरे सर का वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा लग रहा है, जिससे मैं सीख रहा हूँ. क्या करूं ओ लेडीज, मैं हूँ आदत से मजबूर। चले थे लड़ाई लड़ने और तलवार ही नहीं मिल रही भाई। यार बाय बाय सर, हैव some work. Yeah, sure, no worries, Pranav. See you soon. Do like and subscribe, but I want to reach 700 subscribers as soon as possible. That's when I'll have a little bit of clarity. यार मेरे को मेरे सर का वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा लग रहा है ना, क्या उन्होंने किया था यार।
करके देख लेते हैं। ठीक है भाई, रन भी हो गया हर चीज का, मतलब कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अब एक बार इसको रन करके देख लेते हैं। ठीक है भाई, रन भी हो गया है। स्प्रिंग का लो
हमने एक गलती किया तो हम क्या करते हैं, वो गलती को सुधारने के लिए हम इसको बंद करते। हम बता रहे हैं आपको, when nothing works this work। यहाँ गए ऑर्डर ट्रैकर एक और लेवल ऊपर, जावा बिन में डाउनलोड्स में गए, इसको हम यहाँ लेके जाएंगे प्रोजेक्ट्स में। यहाँ आया, इसको एक्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे। अब ऑर्डर ट्रैकर बना, ठीक है। इसके अंदर जाएंगे, अब क्या बोलेंगे, अब इंटेलिजे को बोलेंगे बहन, नो गाली गलोच, इसको बोलेंगे प्लीज़ ब्रो ओपन दिस ऑर्डर ट्रैकर। ओपन डाउनलोड्स। हेलो, हाँ कपड़े का सेट क्यों चाहिए शादी में भाई? एक ही ले लेंगे कोई, 2 कुर्ता रखना पड़ेगा ना, 2 कुर्ता 2 दिन के लिए। हाँ हाँ, उसका कुछ टाइम आगे पीछे, हाँ 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 भाई, उसका अर्ली मॉर्निंग है। नॉर्मल कपड़े भी रख लेना क्योंकि बहुत गर्मी होने वाला है। 2 कुर्ता रख ले, 2 कुर्ता इनफ है ना। नहीं, हाँ तू कैसे आ रहा है? हाँ हाँ गुड, हम तो ट्रेन से आ रहे हैं। हाँ ट्रेन, हाँ देख ले, बस सीधा डायरेक्टली आ जाता है रे, बस का कोई इशू नहीं है ना। वही तो, कल कल निकलेगा ना बस से कि परसों? अबे हम तो सुबह ही, हम कितने, हम 8 बजे आ रहे हैं सुबह परसों। नहीं यार, रात को 12 बजे निकल रहे हैं हम। हाँ रुक, मैं तेरे को टिकट भेजता हूँ ना अभी, क्योंकि उसका सुबह सुबह, अभी वो साउथ इंडियन वेडिंग है, साउथ इंडियन वेडिंग अर्ली मॉर्निंग होता है, 7 8 9 बजे ख़त्म हो जाता है सब। हाँ 5 का बात है, 5 का भी और 6 का भी सुबह ही है। नहीं रिसेप्शन भी सुबह ही है उसका, दोपहर में शाम में कुछ भी नहीं है उसका। हम्म। ओके। रुक एक सेकंड, मैं तेरे को क्विकली बताता हूँ कितने बजे हम पहुँचने वाले हैं। तेरे को वो ग्रुप में ऐड नहीं किया, मैं उसको बोल रहा था कि ऐड करे भाई ग्रुप में। अभी किया है तेरे को ग्रुप में ऐड। हाँ नहीं यार, सो दोपहर में 4 बजे पहुँच रहे हैं हम, सही बात है तेरी। 4-5 बजे। हम्म। ठीक है चलेगा। इतना बड़ा नहीं है वो चित्तौड़, ऑटो ऑटो मिल जाएगा। हम्म। चला जा भाई। हम्म। चल रहा है, अभी कॉल में ही हूँ मैं। यार चल बात करता हूँ, बाय। अब हम यहाँ जाएंगे और अब हम यहाँ टर्मिनल ओपन करेंगे और अब यहाँ पेस्ट करेंगे वो कमांड git remote add। वॉइस फ्रॉम योर माइक इज़ बिट लो आई गेस ना। यार मैं दूर पकड़ा हुआ था माइक। अब आएगा शायद, लेट मी चेक माई वॉइस फ्रॉम हियर। पकड़ा हुआ था माइक। अब सही से आएगा आवाज़, अब आएगा शायद। हाँ ठीक है, चेक माई वॉइस फ्रॉम हियर। इतना आवाज़ बरोबर है। अब आया रन का ऑप्शन मस्त से। वो गलती किया, मैं पहले फ़ोल्डर बनाया फिर उसमें वो फ़ोल्डर पहले इनिशियलाइज़र करके देता है, ये अपने को पता ही नहीं था। यही तो चीज़ें सीखनी है। दीज आर ऑल द थिंग्स दैट वी हैव टू लर्न। ओके देयर इज़ नथिंग इन देयर, सो हाउ स्प्रिंग बूट वर्क्स नाउ। देखो यहाँ पे मैं कैसे टेस्ट कर पाऊँगा। अपने पास डेटाबेस भी नहीं है तो माई एसक्यूएल भी अपने को इंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगा। माई एसक्यूएल फॉर मैक। डेटाबेस भी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है। मुँह चल उठा के बोल रहे प्रोजेक्ट बनाना है। एंटरप्राइज फॉर डेवलपर्स, डाउनलोड नाउ। Oracle Mac OS। वाह 1 GB का है ये। अकाउंट नहीं चाहिए अपने को। सेटअप वेटअप लोगों को पसंद नहीं आता मेरे को लग रहा है। ये भाई अपने को नहीं आया ईमेल कोई। बाप रे बाप, इतना बड़ा फॉर्म। There's nothing from you babe। कम्युनिटी वर्जन डाउनलोड करें या कम्युनिटी वर्जन ले लेते हैं।
Domain for 36 months and pay only one.
Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can download and install MySQL Server on your Mac operating system, mysql.com. So we are going to click on this link, which is going to open this kind of web page. Now in here we need to click on the downloads tab. So I'm going to click on downloads tab, and then when I scroll down a little, I will be able to see this link which says MySQL community downloads. So I'm going to click on this link, and here you will see different tools which are available for the MySQL community downloads. We want to download the MySQL community server, so just click on this link which says MySQL community server, and here we can download the MySQL community server for Mac OS. So this website is going to recognize automatically your operating system. So you can see Mac OS is automatically selected for us. The latest version is also selected for us for MySQL community server. Now here I can see a few different versions of Mac OS. So I can see Mac OS 13 ARM 64, and I also see Mac OS 13 x86. So if you are using the M1 or M2 version of Mac, you need to select the first option. If you are using Intel processor in your Mac, then you can choose the second option. I have the MacBook with M2 chip, so I'm going to select the first version. So I'm going to click on the first download link, which is this download button. And then this website is going to encourage us to sign up into this website with the Oracle web account. But if you don't want to do this, click on this link which says no thanks, just start my download.
मेरे को ना वो देखना पड़ेगा एक लेक्चर जो है कम्युनिटी डिज़ाइन। जस्ट अ मिनट गाइस, मेरे को एक चीज़ देखनी है, वो कैसे प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह It's nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you. सॉरी फॉर दिस गाइस, बट ये भी चीज़ करना पड़ेगा ना, कुछ भी सेटअप ही नहीं है तो कैसे प्रोजेक्ट लिखेंगे. Whoever is new, please like the stream. I'll start writing the code in a bit because अभी setup वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं है. Spring Boot भी, this is my first time like doing Spring Boot, starting the Spring Boot project, so I have to see how what's the correct way to do this, because I don't want to regret it later, because I can see while initializing Spring I only added one dependency. I also need a database MySQL driver, which I didn't add though, so this is a mistake. That's why I wanted to see this lecture, the tips notes from my sir. Then yeah, Spring JPA, ये कौन ऐड करेगा भाई? Spring JPA, Spring Data JPA.
Right? If you have not, you would know that there will be different pieces, right? There will be keyboard, there will be mouse, there will be, a monitor, and you need to wire them together. Can you just wire them and make them work? Or do you need something else?
Need something else.
What do you need? Keyboard drivers, you need even bus to this. If I need to talk to H2, right? We need JDBC API as well as browse as a dependency. What else do I need? Focal to talk to a data, copy all of these dependencies. Let's say I copy or need to interact, they need drivers. So let's say if we add this, let's say I go to explore, what do I need? I need to copy all of these dependencies. Let's say I copy all of these dependencies, and where do I put it? See, this is the application that we had created. I hope you folks remember the build.gradle, right? Gradle is a tooling system that we are using. What will I do? I'll add this dependency here. What is implementation runtime?
Yeah, I'm using Maven, but my professor asked me to use Gradle. यार भारी नुकसान हो गया. I think what I should do now, just end this stream here on a good note. I got all the prospectus, what to do and what not to do, and let me just create my basic structure of the project, and then we'll build on top of that. So instead of wasting time over here, I'll do that, which is a much better way. So thank you all who has all joined the stream, has liked, has chatted, has communicated, created some interaction. So thank you all for that, and wish you happy Holi to everyone. So yeah, we'll meet in the evening, I guess. So thank you for your